So in July of 2024, I was going to do basically camping like for like a whole week. So on the same day that I was going there, which I arrived there probably at 6, 7 p.m. That was the time that I had to be there. But on the same day at like 2, 3 p.m., I was supposed to do like some work that I don't know, I think it was like making thumbnail or making a script, something like that. And then for whatever reason, I ended up not doing that much of the work. And it was just because I was feeling like some negative emotion, you get what I mean? That was making me feel like not feeling like doing it, even though I had a lot of discipline, just was really not feeling like it. And the reason was just because like I was feeling like some anxiety, something like that, just was going to like, for like, imagine like for almost a whole week, you're going to sleep there with people that you don't know. So you can understand how I was feeling, you get what I mean? I felt that way, so I was like, like how I can't, you got me. So I was just scrolling on Spotify, just watching some YouTube content, you got what I mean? And straight away I realized like, oh, this is how people, a lot of the times they have to work. And I realized like, oh yeah, if you feel this way with anxiety or basically negative emotions, it's very, very difficult to not procrastinate. It's very easy to procrastinate. So this is one of the most important things. This is probably one of the biggest reasons why a lot of people procrastinate, which is basically poor mental health. So that's the first thing we are going to talk about. So before we start, just don't forget to subscribe and let's talk about this, okay? Mental health, okay? Maybe you can argue, oh, but it doesn't matter mental health. You gotta just be disciplined, okay? But it's kind of stupid to say that because here's an analogy. Imagine when you were playing Minecraft, at least when you used to play Minecraft. I used to play Minecraft, you get what I mean? And I remember that, when you are hungry, very hungry, and then you cannot even, you can't increase your hearts, you get what I mean? Basically the hearts is basically if you have like 7 hearts, the more you have less, you're basically almost close to dying, you get what I mean? So basically having a poor mental health, feeling like a lot of anxiety is like having like 2 points of basically feeling very hungry on Minecraft, okay? And when you were hungry, very hungry on Minecraft, you were close to dying because the heart didn't increase. Basically, if you got hit, didn't increase the heart, so you had to eat food just to increase the heart, and as well you didn't have that much energy. You could not even like walk more fast. So you were fucked. You couldn't do a lot of things. The solution for that is basically to eat some food, okay? This is exactly the same thing. The solution for your feeling some anxiety, some negative emotion, to solve that is to improve your mental health, okay? So that's exactly the same thing that's going to happen, that happens basically when you're hungry on Minecraft, okay? So that's very important because when you're very hungry on Minecraft, bro, you just gotta solve that. You can't just like, I say, but you just gotta do it. You can't. When you have like feeling a lot of anxiety and like you have to solve that. You have to make you feel better because then it's just basically impossible, even though you're disciplined to do the work, to do it properly. You get what I mean? Because when you're feeling a lot of anxiety, it's like your mind doesn't work that well. You got what I mean? So that's just like if you think that it's just about discipline, maybe if you're David Goggins, okay, but here it's like it's another. They've got another level. You're not at not even another level. It's something he chose to do it very 100% disciplined. But yeah. So I wrote out some things that can really help you to make you feel better. There's some levels of mental health that I can help you because I'm not the one who can help you, like trauma, basically, which a lot of people have. I'm someone that doesn't have that much, especially because I'm still young, but most people have. And all of that, you got what I mean? I can't solve that, you got what I mean? But I can make you feel better, okay? And especially if you're like someone that doesn't have like really some events that were quite quite bad for you, especially if you're more young, you know what I mean? These things definitely help you to make you feel better, okay? So I'm just going to tell you some things here, like walk in nature, for example, get sunlight, gratitude audio or journaling. Gratitude audio or journaling is basically, or you write down some things that you're grateful for, or you record an audio saying some things that you're grateful for. Basically, is that. Put positive thoughts on your mind. That's very, very important. A lot of the times you just put negative thoughts in your mind, and then if you just you manually put positive thoughts into your mind, it definitely helps as well. Another thing here, it's take a shower. I know that's kind of silly, but especially like a hot shower. Sometimes it makes me feel better, just relax. I mean, so it helps as well. 10 special breath. What I mean to say special breaths is like a specific breath that I learned that can help. I don't know exactly if it helps everybody, but I don't feel that much anxiety and I do them every single day, which is basically like, do with me. Maybe you can try this, and if it works for you, continue to doing. If you feel that makes no difference, so you don't have to do it. Meditation as well. I think meditation is especially good when you're listening as well to some music that, of course, with no lyrics, but that kind of music that relaxes you. It's just very, very good as well to do that. At least I found very relaxing, and it's like in your day is always like a lot of things happening, and then you do the meditation so calm. So it definitely helps, okay? Another thing, which is kind of, not everybody talks about this. Probably nobody, I think so. It's cleaning your room. I know it's just so silly. But when my room is clean, I just feel better mentally. You know what I mean? Because it's like a disorganized room is a disorganized mind. So, yeah. And the last thing, which is probably one of the best things, is basically exercise, whether it's cardio, weightlifting, sports, martial arts, whatever. All of that helps you to make you feel better. There's even an example of, you know, the famous musician artist that was very, very fat. You know what I mean? I forgot the name, but you know who I mean. It's like the music of and it's kind of cringe, but basically she said that she started doing like some cardio, something like that, some weightlifting, things like, or sports, because that helped her to feel to help with anxiety and all of that. You get what I mean? So and upon the byproduct of that, she lost basically a lot of weight. You get what I mean? So it worked very well. So pick up a couple of habits that you think that work best for you, that in your intuition you think that is going to work better for you, and just practice them every single day, or as much consistently as you possibly can. As I told you, that's especially have like some more deep thing, like especially trauma. I cannot solve that, but these things are definitely going to feel better, because a lot of people just don't do these things. You know what I mean? So that's, I already did these things, and it definitely makes you feel better. Okay, so let's go to the next thing. That it's a big thing as well. This is a big reason why a lot of people procrastinate. Okay, so let's talk about this. It's basically you're doing a specific task, or basically you're doing some work or whatever you're doing, but it just feels too boring. You're doing it, but it's just too boring, so boring that you just don't want to continue to do that thing. There's a way to solve that. I'm just going to tell you is that most people are not willing to do this, but it gives you a lot of advantage, okay? So I'll talk about, I know it sounds silly, but yeah. Basically, this is an extreme way, but basically the way you make basically you make your work fun, or the things that you want to get done that a lot of times feels boring. So you can transform that into something fun. You have to do something that you're probably not willing to do, but on this channel I want to I want my target audience to be people like that, like extreme people, okay? Which is basically for you to find more work, more things that you want to get done that you a lot of the times feel that it's boring, is to quit all of the fun things that you have to the point that the work, studying, training, it feels fun because it's basically the only fun thing that you have because you don't have the other fun things that you are doing right now. I know that you're already thinking about like, no, I'm not gonna do that. But I'm telling you, it helps you so much. It gives you a lot of advantage. Because apart from like eating food and maybe being with friends and maybe watch some educational content, everything else you don't have more something fun. The work training is the fun part. So you know you gotta do. So yeah, you basically have to quit video games, you have to quit Netflix. Netflix watching a movie, it could be occasionally. It could work if you're like watching a movie with your friends. Occasionally, it's not actually a problem, okay? But basically, you quit that, you quit the TV, you quit the junk food that gives you a lot of dopamine, you got what I mean? You start to consume less sugar throughout the day. That's something I was already doing. I usually drink some coffee, some basically black coffee with sometimes some honey, some milk, and I was doing that 3 times a week. 3 times a week, not 3 times a day. And then now at dinner I don't do it anymore because I know that it gives me a lot of dopamine. So if I have a little bit less, I'm going to enjoy the work in general more just because I don't get that much dopamine from that. And it's kind of strange, but it really works like that, okay? Another thing that you have to quit, basically everything that is fun, it's you basically waste your time, it's not like really something productive for you, you got what I mean? And for example, this is another extreme thing, the videos, for example, this video, it's a good video for you to watch because not the video has a lot of editing. So it definitely helps you because this video is more boring. For you to be enjoying this video, you have to already not for you to enjoy this video, it's really difficult that you play video games for 8 hours a day, and because this video doesn't give you a lot of dopamine, and you know that. So you're already kind of on the way to find the things more fun, but you gotta be extreme if you want to take as much advantage as you possibly can to achieve the things that you want. Because I think if you're watching this video about productivity, it's just not like that you want to just be a little bit more productive. It's probably just because you want to be way more productive, just something big on your life, okay? So, yeah. But some people are going to argue like, but Elon Musk plays video games, Mark Zuckerberg, Max Holloway, Israel Adesanya, and Neymar plays video games. But the thing is, I heard from someone basically saying, they are very successful playing video games, but they actually could be greater if they didn't play video games. And Neymar is a good example of a bad example that is a good example from what I'm going to explain for why you should not consume the fun things. Because the truth is, already I even asked ChatGPT this, but I kind of already knew this. I think everybody knows that Neymar has more talent than Cristiano Ronaldo. But the reason why Cristiano Ronaldo is better is just because he's not partying and he's not. I don't know if Neymar smokes, but probably does. I don't know. And then Neymar streams playing a lot of video games, and Cristiano Ronaldo just like occasionally play video games, which is not really a problem. You get what I mean? And then he basically he's doing the hard work. He's not distracting himself. That's why he's even better than someone that has more talent than him. But Neymar doesn't have talent. That has a lot of talent, but he doesn't he doesn't do what he has to do to be even greater. You get what I mean? So this is an example that, yeah, he's still successful, but if he didn't have those things, he would be greater. And Neymar is a good example of that, okay? So this is just an example, okay? Like everybody that does those things, it's incredible that even with these things they can be successful, but they could even be more successful. Neymar is the biggest example, especially athletes is a big example, okay? Because like it's crazy, you know what I mean? That's for example, yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo is really a good example of someone that he didn't become really successful just because of talent, was more because of hard work. And there's people that actually have more talent than him, but don't work as hard as he works. So this is just a fantastic example of that. Okay, and yeah, I know even you're probably like thinking, oh, you're young, you're still not 18 years old, and you don't play video games anymore. Yeah, it actually helps you. You know what I mean? And that's not as I told you, like, because I don't have those things anymore, I still have fun things, but the fun things are different from yours. Imagine work, like, be the fun part. And the truth is, I'm still not making money. So imagine when I make money. It's like a score in a video game. Then it's fucking fun. And it still already is, because I don't have those fun things. A lot of the times when my day's kind of boring. Of course, like you have like when we eat food, when watch some educational content, when I'm having a call with a friend. But apart from these things, I don't have like the video games. And the video games can be a really big problem. And just something that it's just thought about right now. Just got an insight from that, is that something I learned from Andrew Huberman. Just an insight he gave me, some information. He basically said video games can be so bad that when you play the video games, you probably already experienced that already. I experienced, but there's even a worse level that I've been there as well. Which is, when you play a lot of video games, and especially you're addicted to it, everything outside from playing video games, it starts to become boring. So every time that you're not playing video games, you're just like, I wish I was playing video games, I wish I was playing video games, I wish I was playing video games. And then there's another level that I've been there, which is terrible. That's when a lot of people have depression as well. And it's kind of interesting, because that was actually the period of time that I was like more depressed, is when video games are not even entertaining to you enough. So when you were playing video games and it was very entertaining, your life was not even entertaining because you just wanted to play video games. Now not even video games can entertain you, because it's just too boring. But that's when like nothing's entertaining to you. You have to indulge a lot of dopamine. That's why on that period of time I was like depressed, which was like 2 years ago, basically. So yeah, it actually has a lot of negative things that come from the video games, and the things that give a lot of fun, especially for the people that are ambitious. Especially, is bad for them. Okay, so yeah, I hope you understand this. I hope that you start to being extreme on this. Okay, and actually, I learned to be extreme from another creator that he promotes extremity for all of them. So it's just not me promoting. There's actually a lot of people that are already doing that. It's a small percentage of people, but there's already people doing that. And I'm telling you, it gives a lot of advantage. Okay, you gotta use all the tools that you have to be closer to it, to just have chance to achieve the things that you want. Okay, the next thing that could hold you back to that, basically it's making you procrastinate. It's that something is like too complicated and difficult, a task, something like that. This happens a lot of times as well. Something that I learned like only probably a year ago, but it really works. It really makes sense, okay? Basically, I heard that there's a concept that called the brain point. Basically, the concept is that you wake up with, for example, 200 brain points. And the more that you use the brain points to do certain tasks, to do certain decisions, the more that you have less brain points. And then imagine it's 6 p.m. You already used a lot of brain points, so imagine you have 20 brain points left. And then you're going to do a task that requires like 100 brain points or 50 brain points. And then you just don't have already enough brain points to do that certain task. That's why when you're going to do that certain task, it just feels too difficult. The solution for that is to do the most hard things first in the morning. Because the first in the morning, that's when you have like basically 200, 300 brain. There's not a number specific that scientifically I think that is 200, but just an example. As soon as you wake up, your brain just works better. You've spent basically no brain points, so you can all use those brain points to do the most hard things. You know what I mean? And even to make decisions, you spend brain points. That's why it's very, very important that you have a routine. That's something I can make a video about. But yeah, so that's the solution. And I remember when I was in school to wake up basically I had to just wake up at 6 a.m., but I was waking up at 6 a.m. to do like some work for now. I was doing music, and it really feels that your brain just can work even to a hard task, just because like you have all the brain points, like your mind is sharp, you haven't ate yet, so you're not like with the brain fog of eating food. It's just incredible. Okay, so that's the solution for that. You know what I mean? If something's it's too difficult, it's just because you've already spent a lot of brain points, didn't you? You spent a lot of brain points. I'm sure if you're going to do something hard, like even to make a script first in the morning before you do anything else, before you even, for example, this is kind of extreme, but I want to promote extremity. The first hours when I do some work, this is kind of maybe cringe, but I still didn't brush my teeth. I have to be honest, you know what I mean? Until I finish my 3 hours and 30 minutes of work, my block of work. Until I get down off that, I don't brush my teeth, because I want to spend as less brain points. Because even that brushing your teeth doesn't seem that it's not a lot of thing. It spends probably about 2 to 5 brain points or something like that. Maybe 1, I don't know. It spends your brain points. Okay? It does. So that's why I'm extreme on that, you know what I mean? So that I just like, the only thing basically I do is just take a cold shower, because at least for me personally, it really worked. Like before I take the cold shower, I'm just groggy, and I take a cold shower, my brain is way more sharper. Boom, boom, boom. Didn't even brush my teeth, straight to work. Boom, 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 like sharper. Didn't spend a lot of brain points. Boom, boom, boom. It's just so easy to get down the hard things a lot of people struggle to. But imagine that I was going to do that after lunch, 2 p.m. My brain doesn't work. I just feel like procrastinating, feel lazy. So this really works, okay? And yeah, this is something I want to you can try to do as well, which I already told you. It's like take a hot shower or take a cold shower. A cold shower specifically works very well if you want energy. A hot shower is better when you're going to go to sleep, when you want to feel more sleep, and it is even better. Like it's better to like start with the cold shower and finish the day with the hot shower, and not to start the day with the hot shower and finish the day with the cold shower. But yeah, it definitely does work, you get what I mean? And I actually take like a small hot shower. I just feel a little bit more energized after lunch, you get what I mean? I know that when you're full, it's not that much good. At least I heard that it's not that much good to take a hot shower, but I've been taking like, no, to be honest, I've been taking like kind of a minute hot shower, but I realize it's not that when I feel full is kind of bad, so I just take like 1 second, 2 seconds, okay? And just my mind's just sharper. Before that, it's kind of, it's like, it's interesting, like give you some brain fogs. That's basically, take a cold shower, hot shower, especially cold shower. It's like, for example, I wake up with 200. I take the hot shower, it feels like I wake up like with 400. Wake up now, it feels that all of a sudden I have more 200 brain points. So yeah, there's a technique as well to increase the brain points, okay? For example, having a little bit of break can help you to increase the brain points. But there's something, there's for example, at 6 a.m., even though if I take a cold shower, it's still difficult to do some hard things, you get what I mean? There's some certain situations that it's already really difficult to get back the brain points, okay? So yeah, that's it. I hope I helped you, brother, with this whole advice, because yeah, this is very good advice, okay? Especially when I talk about the dopamine, which is a very extreme thing that a lot of people don't do. It's a fucking big, huge secret. Just be more productive and enjoy more the work. So I just hope that you take action on these things, because it fucking does help. It does. So yeah, I hope you take action, subscribe, and hope I helped brother.